Oh no, they've finally done it. They've released Hearts of Iron 4 British edition. So I was having a quick peruse, a browse of the workshop today, and I saw myself a mod that fixes the UK, allegedly. It's the United Kingdom of Great Britain. And not Northern Ireland, sorry boys. Now I don't think the UK focus tree is particularly one of the worst offenders in the game, but it's definitely looking a little bit outdated compared to a few of the latest, DLCs that have added really good focus trees for the Soviets, Italians, and the Germans. And, I really don't think the UK's focus tree is that horrendous, so it'll be getting updated anytime soon, but there's definitely, a little bit of wiggle room where you could add a little bit more spice, flavor, and fun in. And that is exactly what this focus tree claims to do. I mean, straight away, it's very wide. It's a wide boy. Oh, already seeing some interesting stuff. Oh, I'm going to be so lost on who I need to pick here, but I'm already looking at like this new monarchy path over here and realizing that you can get the Kaiser in and restore the Kaiserreich. Okay, Paradox may be taking notes here. I mean, sure, if you're going to go ahead and do yourself an absolutely, ridiculous alt history path and you're a mod, you may as well go the full Monty here. It is kind of funny that, we have the full dichotomy of what we could do here, like the 13 German-American colonies, or restore the Holy Roman Empire. I'm the UK currently. Now, it does also expand all the vanilla paths as well, specifically as well giving you a industry tree as the UK, which you don't have in vanilla. You have a couple industry focuses that are just limited over here in, funnily enough, limited rearmament, but actually no dedicated industry tree, which we do have now over here, where we can do such things like built the M5. Already, though, I am looking at this with some, big stars in my eyes. It's looking pretty fun, and I'm going to have to go for one of these alt history paths. Oh, apparently there's also some secret paths. I mean, if you care to read, have a read right now. If not, you can close your eyes. Oh, I mean, already we've got like the yassified Stanley Baldwin portrait looking great there, Stanley. And it doesn't look like we have any new spirits or anything. Wait, the Lingering Great Depression, that is in fact new, but the Lingering Great Depression is just something the UK always has, can never get rid of that spirit. Now, if I read the mod blurb and whatnot correctly, we shall now, after doing this, unlock, there you go, as she says, we should unlock the Parliament, which is how we're actually going to end up with these paths. I will try and figure it out the best I can. Ooh, should we let Ethiopia in? I think because we're going to do a bit of a non-historical game here today, I'm going to say no, and we'll see where they end up. I think it's probably going to be Sweden. Okay, so we have Parliament now. We have the House of Commons, where we could do some decisions. We have the House of Lords, and we have parliamentary acts we can enact. I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing just yet, but we should probably, I guess, aim for doing some of these parliamentarian acts at some point. I'm also going a change in course as well, so I'm not sure if that's gonna mess with stuff. Okay, now if I'm getting what's actually going to be happening here too, we need to do a change in course, then head over to concessions to the trade unions, like we're actually going to go ahead and flip to communism, which we're not going to do. The fate of the royal family, I'm assuming they're not going to make it, which may in fact be what leads us to having to get a new monarchy. All right, so I do actually have to flip all the way over to communist, I believe, to actually do this. Yep, it does look like we have to go all the way. It's going to be one hell of a long journey here. A lot of PP needs to be done. And because of the hassle of everything we need to do, I do think we're going to be pretty far behind when it comes to things actually popping off in Europe, and things will be popping off in Europe. We are on historical here, but we'll try catch back up. I'm planning for it, so we should hopefully go somewhere. I gotta be careful what I'm clicking down here. Don't want to accidentally hit the Online Safety Act and then Stanley Baldwin can't get its frills off anymore. Oh, there you go. Speaking of which, off to the goon room. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Neville, you've Neville'd look better. Bit of a risk here, but we are literally just one more reform away, then we can hit the referendum, but I do need 200 political power to do it, so I'm just gonna not do anything in the tree for a while, because we don't make a lot of PP. It is good to see that Big Ben is giving us that 3% extra, though. Oh, that's bizarre. The Germans actually just declared on the Czechs. Okay, did, you're looking different. And speaking of which, Neville Chamberlain's about to look very different because he's not Neville Chamberlain anymore. Yeah, I'm not too sure if this is going to be good or bad for us. But either way, I guess we've got ourselves a little bit more time. I'm not entirely sure if I need to secure the dominions or if I'll be able to flip in time, but I'll do it just in case anyway. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I got an inkling that if I want to actually go the path I want to do, I'm going to have to get rid of the royal family. So, I'm going to get rid of them. Now, the secret coup of the British Armed Forces is underway to get rid of the communists who have seized power, and I think it doesn't look like it's going to be too complicated. Although, once again, we do now just have to go with the 50% support for the House of Windsor, which, are they still around? I'm not too sure. So I'm going to do this as quickly as I can here, and that is absolutely tanking my stability. So we're really having to commit here. Coup d'etat time, and we've already got ourselves dominions breaking free, so I don't think it matters too much. I think New Zealand and South Africa both went, which a little bit annoying, but will the rest go? Potentially. Now we are the British state. We've got ourselves just the old British flag, the one of Great Britain. So we just don't respect Northern Ireland. I did lose the decisions there to actually secure the governments of the Dominions, so maybe they won't break free now, and I guess if we did it a bit quicker, we probably could have kept New Zealand and South Africa, but, you know, you win some, you do lose some. Oh, great. Now we have communist opposition. You know, we just cannot make up our mind. Actually, this is pretty accurate on British politics. Oh, we are getting blasted here. I also just got an uncertain future. We're not making any PP at this point, and we have no stability. It's looking great. Now, to go the path I want, we could actually say no for the calls for democracy here and go with the Cromwell path, but I think what I am definitely looking at is just one of these stupid paths over here with the Kaiserreich. We kind of have to do it. So we will, in fact, be bringing democracy back to the British people, which, for, you know, good reason, I don't think we should. They cannot be trusted anymore. I'm moving through the focus tree now. I just got myself a whole bunch of stability back from crushing the communists up to 65%, and we have political power coming back in. So, you know, just as things get stable, I am imagining things will now become incredibly unstable again. Okay, Poland's going as well. Even if I wanted to do something right now, there's nothing I could do. I am powerless to even get involved at the moment, and they are allied with the Italians as well. And, can I get a phone number? 1940, and we have finally got to where we wanted to go. Oh yeah, also we're back to the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Still no Northern Ireland, and we have reflected that name by just straight up removing them off the flag, like we said. And we do have our free choices here because, you know, our monarchy, where'd they go? Kind of got lost in that court case, never to be seen again. We should probably start checking basements. But we are going to go ahead and do the House of Hohenzollern from Germany, who are closely related to the old Windsors, which is, you know, in a way, true. There he is. Oh, this is so cursed. Hey, look, we do get the choice here of actually sticking with the Union Jack as well, or going with a different banner, which of course we're going to do because we got to go down God Save the Kaiser. Oh no, this is going to change it. Oh boy, that is a very interesting flag, but we are also now the exact same color as Germany on the map. We are the Kaiserreich of Großbritannien. You know, sure, why not? Now, we can't reclaim the homeland. Well, we can't do it right now because we will have to fight the Germans. And if I think the Germans do go non-aligned, you can do a peaceful reunion, which, you know, we also can't do because I don't think I'm related to this person. So I guess instead for now, we'll actually do a little bit of expansion on our own because the Germans are going pretty ham right now, although they haven't taken the French over yet. Oh, it's so confusing being this color while also the UK. It's actually kind of jarring. Ooh, Germans are justifying on me. Why are they justifying on me, though? What are you up to, Grok? Now we have one powerful Germany this game. I gotta point that out, though. They have just annexed France, which I don't think I like that. Okay, first thing I did, take over Iraq. Second thing I did was declare back on South Africa because I'm not too sure about this political pie chart currently. And considering how much Germany is already in Africa, I reckon we're going to have a bit of a problem here. Next up, I think we're going to just declare on the Germans as well in a minute because I cannot have the Soviet Union falling. Okay, that means the Japanese are coming as well, but as the rightful heir of the German throne, I have bigger things to currently worry about. And every time I click on here, I realize I truly have a lot to worry about. So I'm going to be fighting the Japanese anyway. Might as well just declare and get it out the way. First steps is just going to be securing Africa. I've already got all my starting submarines just raiding everywhere around to try and get them out the way so we don't have much resistance. And it does a bit of work. We've got one German division currently defending all of this front. And then I also need to just take care of their submarines everywhere, which are actually being a little bit annoying. You also really got to get our support fixed. It's not looking great. Our Soviets aren't doing atrocious here, but I think we should get a move on. I've got most of Africa secured at this point. We just got to deal with North Africa. Then I'm just going to immediately jump straight into Italy. Just realized actually that I don't have a faction, so I think we're going to go with the Central Powers. Although they're not, we're not really central, so we'll go with Central West Powers. Perfect. This has been such a PP dry game. Even now, I'm having to get all my PP into my support here so that I don't keep getting mutinies. And just look at the capital right now. Look how dire it is. Not even going to wait around for this. Just going to jump straight in on Italy here. Try and get it secured as quickly as we can. As well as the Soviets aren't doing too bad, it ain't looking great. Oh, and the Italians are defending Palermo with a bike. Free France is still alive? Wait, they're down in Cagulian, aren't they? They're always down in Wait, no, that's not the capital. Where else are you hiding, France? They got this. Where is their capital? Please don't tell me it's over here. Okay, it's not over there. Where are you? Where the hell are they? Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's really not that much better. Actually, I just completely forgot. Actually, just panning back over there for a second. We just never got New Zealand back. I never... Oopsie. You know, I was kind of tempted to let the Soviets, you know, go under here, but they're actually pretty far from capitulating, which is the issue. And if they were a little bit closer, I would consider waiting around. But I think we're just going to have to share this peace conference, unfortunately. And when I say unfortunately, I do mean unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure I do need all of Germany to actually carry on my focus over here and restore the Kaiserreich. So that's going to be fun. Because yeah, if I want to keep on going here, I'm going to need all of Germany. And they've got a lot to take. It's where things get a little bit confusing on the front line, because I can't really tell who owns what. Soviets ain't looking too good. They did just finally lose Stalingrad as well, which maybe we will actually see a capitulation. Also, I never had to worry about Japan this entire game, and it looks like I won't have to worry about them. Oh, that throws a spanner in my works. Oh, just got the event that Brazil triggered a naval arms race. Sure. Now, even though it's a little bit difficult to tell, I think this might be the end for the Germans, who, shout out, just never took Luxembourg, I guess. So, my front is split between the Luxembourg rock. Oh, okay, they've capitulated. I can actually do my Revive the Kaiserreich focus, which means we don't have to worry about the peace conference at all. And welcome back, Soviets. Romania, you are... you are holding on by a thread. It's definitely not perfect, and I'm not too sure why China owns Gotland, but I guess they're preparing. As far as I'm aware, I think we have everything we need to restore the Kaiserreich. Oh lord, okay, that just unlocked a whole bunch of very expensive decisions for us here. That is gonna cost me a little bit. If I wasn't PP broke already this game, I definitely am now. Oh, okay, I was dealing with a bit of a revolt over in Africa for a little bit there, but finally spent all the political power and we have done it. We are now... whatever that says. Just I'm assuming from what I can decipher here is probably the United Kingdom of England and Germany, which I'm assuming that's what that is. Pretty sure it did say there was some sort of secret path if I actually went democracy after this point. So why not, I guess? I will go ahead and federalize our kingdom, and we'll stick our capital in Frankfurt, a nice in-between. And there is the democracy one we have to do, where maybe a return to democratic ideals is the right choice, and I will click that. Apparently that will unlock a new focus. Okay, there you go. Reinstate democratic elections, but we need 40% support for democracy, which actually, yeah, we're not too far off, but we do need more political power. Oh, we get to actually do an election here. You know what? We'll go with conservative just because, yep, there he is. It's Winston. Oh, yeah, also, Italians currently revolting against me, but I'm putting it down. I was going to continue down my focus tree and get down to the German 13 colonies, but unfortunately, Soviets declared on me, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, Soviets capitulated. Was wondering, why the peace conference hadn't fired, and of course, it's because Brazil, at some point, joined the Comintern. Oh, we are Germany, in a way, so off to Argentina we go. Gotta be careful I don't run into Grok down here. Well, I'm glad China, you didn't bother taking Manchuria in that peace conference, but you did take Brazil. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, that means now we can get back to what we originally were going to be doing here, because I need to know what the 13 German-American colonies does. Fingers crossed, I do not have to capitulate anyone but the US. I can't even check. I've got the glitch. A quick reload later, and yes, we just need to capitulate the US, but they have a lot of people in their faction, actually, but not a lot of them are actually worthwhile. But Argentina and Chile could switch to majors. We never know. I guess, thankfully, we do have China, who's in our faction, ready to defend South America. Well, you can't tell by the fact the US has capitulated and we are in no peace conference. Chile became a major. I love this absolute curse world that's now just split between me and China, which is taking over South America. Okay, and to finish off today's little episode, we'll do the 13 German-American colonies. I mean, we could do the foundations for a German-American state if we really wanted to. We should just release the US as a Deutsch-Amerikanische Staaten. I'm good. There you go. We can now integrate a whole bunch of American states for a whole lot of political power, which I don't have, and we're not going to wait around for. That was pretty fun, though. I did enjoy this, and like I said, there are a lot of paths in here, and I did just kind of pick one of the, let's just say, not normal ones. But I think if you actually want to give a go this mod, you'll probably have a lot of fun. There was a lot of different things you could do. This one was, like I said, a little out there, but there are some a little less out there if that's what you want to do. And since I highly doubt we're going to be getting a UK rework focus tree anytime soon, if at all, maybe this is worth checking out, especially if you're into your, let's just say, more schizo focus tree. But I had a lot of fun, and if you did, feel free to like, subscribe down below, and let me know. Until next time, though. Why does he look like that?